welcome to Mr. and Ms. Connections. I'm your host, Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
Welcome to the podcast that goes to a random city's misconnection section. Read the post. Some are looking for love. Others are trying to find out the answer to what that thing do. And we're going to find out which one's which here today.
I can't with you. This is why you should run this by me first.
Why?
Because
then we get those reactions. Where you're like,
well, they can't even see me put my hand to my face and just, no.
Yeah, but they can hear it audibly.
Okay.
Also, when I say they, I mean that one other person.
Yeah, whoever listens.
But, so we're going to go into a little bit of news, and then today we go to the magical land of Detroit.
Yeah.
In the land of the 313. Everybody in the air, put your stuff on misconnections in the air. And follow. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Let's get into this very seasonal news article I found.
Okay.
This is from independent.co.uk, which is from our people across the pond.
I think they kind of got that if you put
.uk. United Kentucky. University of Kentucky. That's what they thought. Well, guess what? It's United Kingdom.
I think only people in Kentucky would think that.
Howdy, y'all.
Talking about us.
All right, so this is an article called "What is Seasonal Dating Disorder?"
What?
Do you date according to the seasons? Is the headline right underneath the article title. So let's get into this. As winter descends and dark frosty nights await, the hunt for a Yuletide lover begins. We are now knee-deep in cuffing season.
Oh.
Whereby single men and women search far and wide for a companion to keep them warm and sexually satiated during the chilly months. Do you know what cuffing is?
Yes.
Okay, I did not know what cuffing was going into this article.
Well, I think most Floridians or anybody from a very hot state would not know what cuffing is.
Because it's just summer all...
Exactly, every single freaking day.
It's like, whoa, it's kind of like AC weather out here.
Exactly.
I need my jacket.
Well, this time it's like, don't touch me, I'm sweaty everywhere.
Yeah. Like, location or just like...
Okay, stop. Just keep reading.
However, come summer... said singletons are ready to abandon their adult sleepover buddy for a season of lust, not love. This pattern is more than a simple byproduct of fickle millennial dating culture. It's a common trend that's been labeled seasonal dating disorder, or SDD. Just like, quote-unquote, ghosting involves no supernatural apparitions, SDD is not a medically recognized disorder. However, it is no less socially prevalent. I'm glad that they threw that in there, like, hey, by the way, this isn't, like, medically induced. Yeah. It's particularly common in 20-something daters, notes relationship psychologist Madeline Mason. Singles who display this type of dating pattern are unable to commit, the Passion Smith's director said. They use summer fun and friends as an excuse for this pattern, but in reality, it is because they are unable to form lasting romantic bonds. They may have the illusion they can settle down whenever they want to, but they can't, and until they do decide they want a lasting relationship, will they realize they are unable to. That's when I'll see them in my office, she told The Independent. That's pretty judgmental.
Oh, dang.
Just like, they are horribly mistaken, and I can't wait to take their money. Can I put my business card in this article? Lucinda Burton Thompson, 25 years old, is a self-confessed SDD sufferer. As the nights draw in and crunchy leaves litter the streets, for some reason I always end up wanting a boyfriend, she told The Independent. There's something about autumn and winter that makes me want someone with whom to snuggle on the sofa, go ice skating, and hold hands on crisp walks. It's great having a boyfriend through the cold months, but by the time spring rolls round, I'm nearly always fed up with them, so break things off. There's nothing better than being single in summer. Long, balmy evenings are perfect for casual fun and flings. Burton isn't alone in her seasonal cravings. Samantha Moore, a 24-year-old from Hertfordshire, we're definitely not in Kentucky, has been a seasonal dater for almost a decade and confessed to being single for just one Christmas since the age of 16.
Good God.
Every autumn, I start looking for a new boyfriend. No one wants to be on their own during winter. It's depressing, she told The Sun. By summer, she admits she is ready to be single again, blaming the hot weather and its synonymously fizzing social scene for her devil-may-care attitude. 25-year-old Sion Ryan from Northampton has a similar pattern, claiming that summer wouldn't be the same if she was single. Quote-unquote, lads hold me back, she said. However, some singletons will cuff in the hope of landing a more permanent partner. I think I've seen that Lifetime movie or rom-com before, where like Friends with Benefits or
Oh yeah.
what's the one that's exactly the same thing except with a different title
Oh my God.
and a different white couple?
Oh my God, what is that called? I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
It's No Strings Attached.
Yeah.
With Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman. Laura Ecclestone from Somerset admitted that she finally feels ready to settle down after a lifetime of seasonal dating. As summer fades, I start thinking it would be nice to have a partner to stay in, order a takeout, and watch a film with.
Are you trying to do an accent?
I've done this for years now, she said. I'm trying to give all of them different, like, personalities.
That
and
one looks like
voices.
you're struggling with it.
This is what Laura Ecclestone from Somerset feels like. This is the accent for Somerset.
No wonder she doesn't get a boyfriend then.
No, she gets it. Just not a long-lasting one, I'll tell you that. Confused as to whether you're an SDD sufferer, a cuffer, a drafter, or all of the above? As outlined by Mason, here are 4 unofficial symptoms for this unofficial but no less common condition. So we're getting four symptoms from like one of the top doctors in this that you can go see if you think you can get a boyfriend after cuffing for so long.
Jesus.
Okay, for the first symptom, you can't bear the thought of being alone over Christmas/New Year's and put all efforts in the autumn to find a partner.
That's almost everybody, so that's not even a condition.
Number 2, by Valentine's Day or anywhere from 3 months of dating, you start to feel bored or trapped within the relationship and start finding excuses to spend less time with your partner. So now it's starting to make a little bit of sense. The first one is like, okay.
The first one. The second one, I'm like, I would think that most people want to still stick together around Valentine's Day so they're not alone on Valentine's Day.
Number 3, the idea of being single fills you with relief after some time and you break up or act in ways to make your partner break up with you. And then 4, you have done this at least the past 3 years.
Jeez.
Now you know, go forth and find your cufflink. That's how she ends it. Which, I have never cuffed. I never have felt like I wanted to be, like I get it, like, it's Christmas time, like, okay, it's Thanksgiving, there's a whole bunch of family, especially if you don't have a family in town or something.
Yeah.
I can see where it's like, oh, I want to be with friends or be in a relationship. And I get it, you want to cuddle and everything, but I don't know. Is there a condition for when you talk to somebody on Tinder for so long and then you like the thought of being in a relationship frightens you and then you stop talking to them forever? Is that like a thing? Like before anything starts, you just automatically like hyperventilate and start like.
That's probably a commitment issue.
Well, I got that then.
You have
What
okay.
would the acronym? Would that?
I don't want to put your business out there.
Would I be STD?
No. That's a whole different condition that you have then.
I got a disorder of something.
Well, I mean, if you've had bad relationships in the past, and then you, like...
Honey, who hasn't?
I'm just...
Preach it, girl.
Oh my God.
Preach it.
I'm just saying that you're probably scared to jump into another one and have the exact same results again.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's my disorder.
Oh my God.
But I get it. I mean, you want to be... I don't think it's judgy to be like, I understand it, but I also don't like it. But I also think, like, I I think this is where movies really, like, have screwed up with people. Because, I mean, okay, so what I don't get from this one is, what if there's a guy, right? They said, they kind of say something along the lines that some guys try to, like, get in with a girl that's cuffing, or a girl gets in with a guy that's cuffing, but knowing that it's not going to really last, but they hope for a more permanent relationship. How did the other person know that it's not going to be a permanent relationship? Like, do they come out and say, hey, I normally do this every year, I have a new boyfriend?
I feel as though people don't say anything.
They just don't say anything.
Go with it.
They just go with it.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think it's kind of like, oh.
Which is kind of bull that they don't even give the person a heads up that, hey, this is how it is or how I want it to be, so just be straightforward.
But maybe they don't know that. Maybe they want a more long-lasting relationship, but they think it's going to be permanent, and then it just...
Yeah, but they can be like...
And then they have those 4 symptoms.
At least the person would know around February, okay, this person's probably getting antsy and wants to cut the relationship, so let's revisit this relationship and talk about it if we want to keep moving forward or cut ties now.
But then again, if you think about it, what if... So a lot of people... I hate the use of the word because you're not married or anything, but it's called the honeymoon phase. It's the first couple of months of when you're dating somebody, and it's like, this person can't do any wrong. They're the best person in the world. And then, like, something snaps in your brain, like, at the 2-month mark, and then you're like, everything this person does, I hate. Like, so they said in 3 months you get bored and want to break off with it. So it's like, what if in those 2 months, they're like, I kind of have this normal pattern, but they don't say anything because they're like, this person's going to be different. Like, what if they're... But then again, if that's the case, I feel like you're insane if you think... Like, if you done... Like that one girl who hasn't been single since... 16, 1 December at 16. And if she doesn't think, like, there's a thing, because I think she was, like, 25 or something, or 24. So this has been going on for, like, 8 or 9 years. So if in her mind she's like, oh, this is going to be completely different this time, I think you're... probably insane, like so. But I don't know. I've never cuffed. I don't think I've ever been cuffed. I don't know. Handcuffed.
Oh my god.
But
I think it's funny because I feel as though those people who keep doing it for years, they are gonna fall for someone, and then figure out that I don't want to do this anymore, and then they're going to wind up getting hurt because that person probably will dump them, and then they're going to continue cuffing yet again because they're like, oh, see, I should have never went into a relationship, yada, yada, yada. So I can see, like, the negative, just lying in retrospect of, like, not telling that person up front about what you're doing.
Also, these people that cuff and do all this stuff, she talked about how, they like to be with somebody consistently for 3 months, and then they like to break it off, and then they like to have their summer flings. I feel like this is just a lifestyle. Like, it doesn't seem like these people really, during the summer, they break off with somebody so they can go mingle with, like, all their other, like, options. But it's like, yeah, but in the winter, they just, like, slowed it down just a little bit. Like, that's all that's different. Like, there's nothing really, like, there's no, like, oh my gosh, these people are, like, doing something crazy. It's like, it feels like they aren't crazy at all. Like, and even with this situation, you think about what's happening during these next 3 months. You got having to get ready for Thanksgiving and be around family and make plans and stuff. So it's like, okay, that's a little stressful. I just want somebody there to help me out and all this other stuff. You do the same thing. Like, you're not... in the Christmas months and all this other stuff, you're not looking to, like, hook up at, like, bars and stuff. Yeah. Like, you're doing other things like Christmas shopping or getting stuff ready to take off of work and do other things. So it's not like the summer, I guess, when they're just like, I'm gonna hit a bar every weekend, like, this is what's going on and all this other stuff. Whatever cool kids do. I don't go to bars or clubs or anything, so I don't know what they do. Like, do people still go to bars? Back in my day, we went to a discoteca.
God.
And we had a great time listening to the Beastie Boys. That monkey That funky monkey.
Oh my god.
Oh, the lady is really wild.
That was actually a really good song.
I love that song.
But the only like good attribute I will give these people is that they're not. It feels as though this is like an excuse that they can't be in a relationship or else they're gonna cheat. So they might as well just dump the person and be like and go buck wild and then get back into a relationship.
Yeah.
Like I understand that mindset, but it's still not healthy.
Yeah. Oh, definitely not. But I also think that the society that we have now, it's just like this is fine. Go pursue other options. There's so many ways to find other options. You can go out to certain locations, venues, and different events. You got 1,001 dating apps and all this other stuff, and constantly people swiping to be like, or whatever other apps do. I only know Tinder, so all my references to dating apps is that. But it's like you're constantly matching with people, like I've seen people on that I've seen in real life go, I'm like, oh, that guy looks, ugh. And then, like, you talk to them when Tinder was, like, big, and they're just like, oh, yeah, I got, like, double-digit matches. And you're like, you?
Wow.
Like, what?
Wow.
And then you look at their matches, and you're like, oh, that girl matched with me, too. It must be a bot. I'm done matching.
Wow.
But it's like, I think there's like a constant like wave of like, oh, there's so many options out there. I don't want to just be settled to eating fish every night. Like I need to go out there and I need to see what chicken nuggets are doing. I gotta see what Burger King is doing a little bit. I gotta see like hey Wappa, how you doing? I like to go over to the Wappa, check it out a little bit. You just be like, hey Wappa, what are you doing?
You just wanted to use that accent some way somehow.
Hey, the gabagool.
Oh my god.
But yeah. So have you been cufflinked or cuffed?
Cufflinked.
Or do you have a seasonal dating disorder? Do you have any disorder when it comes to the seasons? Is there just something that you just can't handle? You know what I think is a real disorder is playing Christmas music like the first week of November. There is already I don't know how it is to everybody else who's listening to this. We already have a radio station here in Tampa playing Christmas music 24/7. 24/7. And can I just say there's only like 13 good Christmas songs, and then they're just sang by different people at different speeds and paces. Like, that's it. And with different instruments, maybe. Like, that's it. And only one sung by Mariah Carey, and that gets played, like, every other, like, hour at least.
I just popped in my NSYNC Christmas CD, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, no, I don't. I put it in the van a couple of times just to, like, mess with our coworker, but that's it. Like, but then I started singing along with it, and then I looked at my watch, and I'm like, it's too early. This is too early. And then I click it off, and then Lil Uzi Vert.
Oh my god.
Or no. The Cardi B song comes on.
Bodak Yellow?
Whatever. I don't even know what it's called. I just know it's Bloody Shoes.
That's Bodak Yellow.
These are red bottoms. These are bloody shoes. That one. So just a quick thing. We left, right? We left our workspace to go deliver stuff at 12:40. We left. That song was playing. We got to another location, delivering it not even an hour later, and it was already playing again.
Yeah, it's a freaking on loop all the time.
We heard it our whole time, including the morning, twice in the morning, and then twice at night, in the evening. We heard it 5 times one day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this Cardi B song anymore. Come out with something else, please. Like,
it's a good song, but it just plays it out.
It's a decent song, and she is destroying like whatever like barriers there are for like women rappers and all that. Like, she is giving street cred and all that other stuff. Like, people are actually like taking her seriously. But I mean, come out with another song. Don't be Designer, where it's like Panda for 2 years.
Oh my god.
Panda for 2 years, and then come out with Timmy Turner. And then just die off the face of the earth. Like, oh, the Panda song was great. He said Panda like 84 times. He got to come out with a good one. Oh, Timmy Turner, let's listen to it. It's like total clickbait. Mm-hmm. It was total garbage. He mumbles through the whole thing. And then he just dies off because he didn't have a good song coming out right afterwards. It's like, Just have another one come out, man. Come on. Just do it. That was a little off topic.
Yeah, just a little. Just a tad bit.
But yeah.
I'll let you go on your tangent about the song.
Seasonal disorders. Do you have any seasonal disorders?
None.
None? You don't have any qualms? You don't have anything that's coming out? Like, there's this one movie I need to always watch.
Oh, besides that? I mean, yeah.
Like a disorder? Like, I can only watch this one movie one time a year, but if I don't watch it, like, the season's ruined.
I mean, besides your typical ones like Home Alone, Scrooge, things like that.
I've seen Home Alone more in July than I did in any Christmas season.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. They just played it. I think there was like everybody does that whole stupid Christmas in July thing nowadays. So now it's like, oh, we gotta play it like 80 times. All right, let's be done with this. We gotta get into actual what we're here for. So yeah, like we said, we're gonna go into a random cities misconnection section. This week it's Detroit. Detroit. I don't know. It's everybody in the 313. That's the only one I know.
You talk about Eminem.
That's the only one I know.
You're just gonna bring up 8 Mile. That's about it.
That's the only one I know.
Okay.
There's no like, I'm walking in Detroit, walking with my feet 10 feet off that asphalt, walking in Detroit.
Oh my god.
There's like no other song that I can think of
about Detroit.
Yeah. Except was the one song from The Music Man?
What are you talking about?
It's a musical called The Music Man. Nathan Detroit. That's the name of him. Nathan Detroit. He's like says Detroit 50 times. Oh, forget it. This podcast is going off the rails.
Sorry, I was just looking at.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you want me to get started? Let's just get started.
Yeah, just
forget
go ahead.
the song. We're done with
you
news.
talked about music, and then you got me intrigued, and this is what happens, and we go off topic. So just read.
Okay, I'll show you the Nathan Detroit song. All right, so this is the one that we had a couple of. So this week we had a couple of options to go with. We were thinking about going to a couple of different cities. None of them piqued my interest, except this post. I'm going to start out really strong here. This post solidified Detroit for me as the place we had to go to. And this title is called You Farted in Kroger. Man for Woman. This is a man writing to a woman. It's called You Farted in Kroger. All right.
Sorry, I don't know why this is so funny to me.
You gotta listen to the post. So this is how he starts off. You were the hot brunette with curves that farted near the produce this weekend. I was the blonde guy next to you that looked over and asked, "Was that you?" You quickly replied, "Nah, wasn't me." You almost seemed insulted, I would ask. You almost seemed insulted that I would ask. As the stink grew, you continued to deny your flatulence, but it was evident. I tried to get rid of the stench by waving a couple loaves of bread. You proceeded to storm off in an angry manner. You were beautiful, and even though you are a liar and fart like a Clydesdale, I would love to meet up for a drink sometime. I think that has to be the name of this podcast, of this episode. You are a liar and fart like a Clydesdale. I mean, this is like super relatable though. Who hasn't farted?
You know what? I think that's love at first smell, I guess, because if you can, withstand that woman's fart, I mean, and still want to have a drink.
Yeah. Which I wanted to ask you: have you ever met somebody? Like, just recently, like, saw a person or saw, like, a picture or something, and then, like, there was a weird, like, there was an odor around this, like, meeting place, and then you're just, like, always associate that smell with that person? Like, oh. Like, do you...
No.
No, you don't have that?
No, you have that?
I kind of feel... yeah, I do have that. Like, I've been, like, if they have like a nice perfume on that smells like cotton candy, I'll always be like, oh, that person always smells nice. Or if there's like, or if you're out somewhere, like if you're at like a petting zoo or something and you meet up with somebody and you're like, oh, this person always gonna smell like poop all the time. Like, I remember that person, like, kind of like an olfactory thing. I was just gonna say, because I think every person on Tinder smells like poop.
Why does everybody smell like that?
Because that's normally what I'm doing when I'm on Tinder. It's just like you're just on the toilet.
My God.
You're just on the toilet and you're just like, oh, all these women smell terrible. No? You don't have that?
Well, first of all, I'm not on the toilet on Tinder. I think that's just a dude thing. That you guys, like, sit on the toilet for hours
okay,
on
first
your phone.
First of all, you can't sit on the toilet for hours or you're going to get, your butthole's going to start bleeding.
Is that from experience?
I'm just saying, that's what happens. You get, like, what is it? You get those, I don't remember. I don't know what the...
Hemorrhoids?
Yeah, that's it. And they just start to bleed. That shit's no joke.
Oh, wow. Wow.
All right, let's get on with this. This is a very revealing episode. Anyways.
No, I at the end, I want people to write us or whatever, if they even hear this. I want to have, like, a consensus of how many people check Tinder on the toilet.
And then are they male or female?
Exactly.
All right, well.
And see how many males, like,
I'll write it up and throw it up on Miss.
Do it.
So this one I thought was way different than what we normally see on Misconnection. So I wanted to present it. It's nothing groundbreaking or crazy, but it's something that we don't normally see. And it's called Church Sunday Night. Man for Woman. Saw you in church tonight. You're absolutely gorgeous. We made eye contact a couple of times. I know this is a long shot, but I don't want to wait until next Sunday to get your name. And that's it.
That's actually pretty sweet.
That was super nice. You hear mostly from, like, street corners or, like, out somewhere on a bus. But this one's like a guy's in church, saw somebody nice, and then just was like, oh, she's really gorgeous.
Well, I hope he would ask someone in his congregation, like, hey,
he's probably, if he sees her again, he'll probably say something.
But that is sweet.
Yeah, I just thought we don't normally get that. We normally get, like, you fine mama. You a fine mama on the bus. We made eye contact. You slouched down. I think you want me. In my mind, I said blink twice if you want me, and then you started blinking a lot.
As her contact was coming out.
Yeah. You said it was for your contact.
But I think it was something else.
I knew you were dreaming of me. I'm dreaming of you. So I just thought that was nice. I thought I would give that a shout out. That it was just like a nice church thing.
That is nice.
Took me back to when I was a kid who went to church. You just see, like, oh, this person's nice.
I was a heathen. I didn't go to church.
Oh, well. Anyways.
Wow.
Let's go with Kroger Hot Pink Tacos. That's the title of it. A lot of Kroger stuff. Kroger Hot Pink Tacos, Man for Woman. We were both by the taco seasoning, and you grabbed the low sodium packets, and I found you... Wait. I don't know how he wrote this. Alright, I'm just going to read it the way he wrote it, and then see if it makes sense. We were both by the taco seasoning, and you grabbed two low sodium packets, and I found you two original ones, and gave them to you. He spelled two, T-O, so that's why I was confused. I was like, why is he saying that? And I'm like, how? Just because in my mind, I'm like, how can nobody remember how to spell the number 2? Heck, you can even check the little type thing on your keyboard, and you can hit shift and then hit just 2. Like, that's only one.
Maybe they were being lazy and did the talk to text or whatever.
That's so stupid. We were both by the taco seasoning, and you grabbed 2 low sodium packets, and I found you 2 original ones and gave them to you. I'd like to try to connect further. Tell me what kind of salsa you said was your favorite, and I'll give you my number. You had dark hair and eyes to match, wearing a hot pink fleece. Sounds like a spicy connection there.
You and your puns.
Also, why would she grabbed 2 low sodium packets, and then he's just like, oh no, you want original. Like, that's assuming. Like, why would she need original? And then in this whole thing, he's just like, oh, by the way, I like mild. What do you like? And she's like, You a bitch. I like medium. And he's like, ooh.
Yeah, but maybe he was like suggesting the different spices or salsas, whatever, to her. They had a talk about it.
Like a seasoning?
Yeah.
You know the taco seasonings? There's
Yeah.
only one taco seasoning. And it's taco.
We don't know what they serve in Detroit, okay? We don't know.
They sell the same thing in here in Publix and stuff.
Kroger's different.
Kroger's
okay?
equals Publix, just up north.
No.
Just different location.
No, absolutely not. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Take it from a guy who went to Michigan one time.
One time.
In the
one
boonies.
Time. When how old were you?
I don't remember.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Exactly. So you
Why
can't
should it
remember
matter?
It does matter.
Why should it matter how old I
Yes.
was?
Because then you can't remember that.
I remember.
You're about to make me curse.
I remember stuff from like when I was 3 years old. I remember almost
How
like
do you
falling in a
remember
pool.
that? Okay, that's
I
traumatic.
remember falling into a pool and then looking up like
Okay, that's
I can't
traumatic
swim.
experience. I can understand
This
you.
pool is like 1,000 feet deep.
Just whatever.
You flashed me tonight. Man for woman at the Garden Bowl. You asked me what time the venue closes, and I told you it was closing in a few minutes. You and your friends went and sat down for a few minutes. Then, you were on your way out. You came around the corner, lifted your shirt, and asked if I was a fan. I was shocked, because that's never happened to me. But I was already interested even before that. We should go out and get a drink sometimes. Yeah.
That was definitely different.
Yeah. Also, man for a woman. Like, you know what? No, that makes sense. Why? So, on misconnections, because I was like, oh, flashing. It would normally be a dude flashing a woman. But a woman wouldn't put that on misconnections like, hey, I saw your ding-dong, and I thought it was all right. Let's go, Poppy. Like, no girl would say that. No, she's writing that down for the police report. And only if a woman flashes a dude that he's putting it on misconnections.
That is weird. I mean, it's not weird, but that is funny. That a dude flashes anyone as sexual harassment
Yeah.
and indecent exposure.
Yeah.
Girl does it. Throw some beads.
Well, nobody wants to see that meat factory. I'm just saying. There's been studies saying that there's people wondering why there's still male nudity in films. Because they're just like, nobody wants to see that. They polled women and was like, do you want to see this? And they're just like, no. Then they're like, who is this for then?
Oh, man.
So, but yeah, there's a double standard to flashing, and it's definitely women are okay. Men, keep it to yourself. Don't buy the trench coat. If you buy the trench coat, you have to be like, fill out a form of why you're buying a trench coat, because nobody just buys trench coats anymore.
No. Especially if you live in like somewhere like Florida.
Oh, hell no. This one's short, sweet, but it's very topical to what's very popular nowadays.
Okay.
Both hate episode 7 of Stranger Things.
Wait. Is this like season 1 or season 2?
I don't know. It just says both hate episode 7 of Stranger Things. Man for a woman. It's literally like one sentence.
Okay.
Talked with you at work about our mutual dislike of episode 7 of Stranger Things. LOL.
That's it? That's all they put?
That's it. I just want to have a reason to put Stranger Things in the SEO.
Wow. I was wondering, why are you reading this?
11. Gotta find 11, Barb. Upside down. Have you even watched any of it lately?
No.
Oh my god.
I caught up on Riverdale, but now I need to catch up on Mr. Robot and then also Walking Dead.
No.
Yes.
No, you do Stranger Things first, because that's what everybody's talking about. Who's
I
going to
understand
spoil
that.
The Walking Dead? Nobody.
Calm down. Yes, there are a lot of people that ruin Walking Dead. Mostly people on my newsfeed on Facebook.
Exactly. Like, yeah, that's you. Everybody in the whole world is talking about Stranger Things, and then this is you worried about season, 14 of The Walking Dead. Rick's not dying. Daryl's not dying. Carl, we wish, would die, but he's not dying.
Fingers crossed.
It's done. There's nobody else.
Wow.
Look, zombies come in. They get in crap. They get out of it. They go to a different location. That's literally every season nowadays. Oh no, Negan's here. I hope he wins. That's what I hope. I hope he wins forever. Because he's going to bash everybody's head in. Let's get on with it. Is he still on the show?
Yes.
All right, spoiler alert. He's still on the show.
You made me angry.
Why?
You just made me so angry.
Why?
Guys! So everything I like, you just like crap on.
No? You like Stranger Things. I like Stranger Things.
Yeah. Oh, but only if you like it, though.
No.
So then it's okay if you like it.
No, I'm actually really... Like, I've been wanting to watch Mr. Robot, even though I know what the spoiler is with it.
There's tons of spoilers, like tons of twists and turns.
Yeah, well, I heard the one turn, and I was like, all right, well, I'll just watch The Last Man on Earth instead. Because nobody talks about this show, so I can watch it at my leisure.
So just because somebody talks about it, I have to watch the show, like, right away. And you can watch it at any time since it's on Netflix, all of it.
Yeah. But everybody's talking about it.
Oh my god.
So it's going to get spoiled for you, and then you're just going to be so upset because somebody's going to spoil it. That's legit what's going to happen. You're going to be like, oh, I don't need to watch it right now. I can watch it whenever. And then somebody's going to say spoiler, and you're like, son of a biscuit. I hate this person forever because they said this one little thing, and it's like... How long has it been?
That is true.
It's been 3 months since it came out. But still, that's why I bum rushed it, because I was like, I don't want anybody spoiling it for me and all this other stuff. Plus, it's 9 episodes, so it's not that bad.
No.
It's not like Game of Thrones where it's like freaking homework. Like, halfway through the season, it's like a history lesson of fictional stuff.
I have yet to watch that last season.
I'm not gonna watch it. I still haven't seen the last 2 episodes of season 6.
Okay.
Last 3. And that's when the guy gets eaten by a dog or something. I don't remember.
Those are actually really good.
Yeah, that's what everybody said. Oh my gosh, it's so great. And then I
really
I went on Facebook and I saw the spoiler and I'm like, well, don't have to watch that now.
Wow.
I don't care.
Wow.
This is some of the best TV I've ever seen. Yeah, it took like 8 seasons to get there, and now they're bum rushing the last 2 so they can fit everything in because they fluff through like all the seasons. Episode 2 through what? 8? 2 through 8 is always just like fluff. Oh my gosh, so frustrating.
Obviously.
I hate Game of Thrones. I still would have never seen it if that one girl hadn't broken up with me and I had so much time on my hands. I would have totally not have binged it and watched it and wasted all my week.
Maybe that's why you don't like it,
3
because
weeks.
it's associated with a breakup.
No, I just really don't like it. It's not my thing. I hate Renaissance fairs. I don't like
like
fantasy stuff. I don't like Lord of the Rings. I don't like... I'm just not a fantasy kind of guy.
No, to each their own, to each their own.
Yeah, see, now you hate me. Now just because there's something you like, but I don't, I shall not pass.
I like how you said, now you hate me.
Now you hate me. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Jim from Tinder. Woman for man this time. Woman for a man. Jim from Tinder. Hey! We were chatting last night. I fell asleep. And then my toddler deleted the app before I saved your number. Still super, super, super like me? Tell me what you do for a living so I know it's you. Or reach out via Tinder. S. Wait, what?
If you guys are still connected through Tinder, then why not message him yourself?
What? I don't think I read the last line before. Yeah, because I was just thinking that if you deleted it, you could just re-download it and all your stuff would be back up there.
Exactly.
Because I deleted Tinder for almost a year. Mm-hmm. And then when I got back in it, it was just like I still had all my matches who still had the app because that's the only way it worked. If you deleted it, then you'd... But it's like...
The only way she could have deleted everything if she actually deleted the account.
No. I don't... But if she did that, then they would still have to find each other again.
Yeah.
Because you can't just search a person's name on Tinder.
I know that.
No, I'm just saying that's what so if she deleted her whole account and then all of a sudden she's just like, reach out to me on Tinder, it's like either you're still matched with them or you're gonna have to search through 10,000 different weirdos to get to this weirdo.
And good luck trying to reconnect like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, he still has her phone number, so I mean, I would hope that he would text her again.
Also, my toddler deleted my app. You know how hard it is to delete an app?
Oh, I thought you said Tyler deleted his phone number.
No, Tyler deleted the app.
So then it did not delete her account.
The toddler put his little finger on the Tinder thing, held it over there
Yeah.
for a while, moved it to the garbage can or the top of the screen, wherever your garbage can is, let go, and then pressed, do you want to delete this app? And then pressed yes. Mm-hmm. He did all of that. He or she did all of that.
This is why you shouldn't let your kids have phones or tablets or anything like that as a young age.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking that because I was just talking to my mom the other day about how all these kids who are with an adult 80% of the time, 90% of the time, I'm gonna retract my statement. 97% of the time they are with an adult. Mm-hmm. They're with an adult who has a phone. Everybody has a phone. Yet the parents still go out and get them their own phone, which isn't. I mean, it's not totally expensive, but it's not cheap.
No.
To like add an extra line and then buy a whole phone, like it's at least $100 if you're going through Metro PCS and then putting the line up there and then going over. So it's like, but then you're sitting there going like, why? Why do you have a phone? Like you're with an adult or a chaperone all your life. You're either with your family or you're at a friend's house where the person's there. And it's like, okay, I can see it if it's like middle school-ish, like 8th grade up. Because then that's the times that you get to like, oh, we're going to drop you off at the movies. We're going to drop you off here. You can go off and run around.
Yeah.
And, annoy everybody at this Starbucks because you don't really drink coffee, but you want a milkshake, but you want to seem sophisticated and old. So then you cause a ruckus and start throwing trash around at Starbucks.
Okay, you're going on a tangent, Alex.
There was just this one time in a mall, a girl asked for a vanilla bean latte with caramel in it. And then she walks away and goes, this isn't enough caramel. And walks over back up to the thing and says, I would like another one, but with more caramel. And the barista gave this like face of like, all right, sure. And then like doused the inside of the cup with caramel, and then just put the same garbage vanilla bean stuff in there. And then she was like, okay, cool. And it's like, if you wanted a milkshake, there's a Dairy Queen on the other side of the mall. Go be a kid. Why are you over here at a Starbucks paying way more money for that? Dairy Queen is not a sponsor of this podcast, but I fully endorse them because I went to a Dairy Queen / Orange Julius every time I went to a mall. I was drinking Orange Julius's. Me and my friends weren't even thinking about Starbucks.
You're just very, very
I'm just saying
emotional about this right now.
But yeah, I didn't have a phone until I was in 8th grade. 7th grade. I didn't have a phone until I was in 7th grade, and that was a pay-as-you-go phone where I lost 75 minutes in one night because I was texting a girl.
Oh my god.
And every text was half a minute. So I was just like,
Jesus.
Yeah, we were going back and forth, and some of those were terrible. Because if you received a text, that was half a minute. So if you send a text, so each text was 1 minute.
That's, wow.
Yeah. So some of the times, I would be like, when we were getting low, I was like, please give me a paragraph. Give me something I could work with. And it's just like, K. And you're like, no! You just wasted half a minute! Damn you!
See, my dad only had me on the plan for like a year. And then this was back in the day with text messaging first coming out. And he's like, I don't understand what these 10 cents a text was. And I think I ran up my bill to like $500.
Really?
And then at that point, I'm like, let me see if I can get approved. I think it was like 16 at the time for a phone. I got approved for my first Nokia, so I was like, yes.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm like, I'll just pay it myself. So I had a job, so I was like, why not?
There you go. Yeah. I mean, most people don't even pay for their own phone lines nowadays.
True.
Like me.
Oh.
Still on the family plan. This one's very seasonal. To go with our seasonal disorder. Pumpkin roll, man for woman. You were in front of me in line at Bush's grocery store in Northville. You were buying about 6 pumpkin rolls for your coworkers. You were dressed very classy and seemed to be sophisticated and beautiful. I did not notice a ring, and I wish I would have fostered the courage to say something. If you by chance see this post, please do respond. I'd like to have the opportunity to chat.
That was actually decent.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I mean, if you're using the word foster the courage, I think you're a serial killer. But sure, let's keep going.
How is that person a serial killer?
Who talks like that?
Break that down.
Unless you are a time traveler from William Shakespeare time, You should not be saying stuff like, foster the courage, and I'd like to have the opportunity to chat. No. You just say, yo, girl, I like your pumpkin roll.
So you rather repost...
Yo, girl, I was just...
Oh, my God.
Yo, girl, I was just like... I thought I would have the courage to be like, yo, girl, want to share that pumpkin roll with me? I could eat like 3 of them.
So you complain about people that can't even spell two, but then someone who actually has proper grammar there in that post, you disavow.
Foster the courage. I hope I can foster the courage. Get your hands off me. This is Manifest Documentary.
God.
And with that, we're going to go with woman watching me jerk off in my car.
What?
Man for woman. Still looking to find you. That was sexy. Too bad you drove off right after I exploded. I want to go again. Now, this guy's a serial killer. Because, first of all, he's jerking it in public. And then he's like, still looking to find you. Woman, come out to play.
I don't think he's a serial killer. I think he could be a serial rapist.
What is this, Kellen Winslow?
What?
He's a football player. He's an ex-football player who got caught jacking it in a grocery store parking lot.
Go home to your mansion.
Go home, Kellen. like some guy, like, he's like, oh, well, that's Kellen Winslow. And he's like walking up, and Kellen's like, no, bro, go. He's like, oh, man, I want your autograph. I'm the only Browns fan in this. Oh, what are you? Oh, Kellen. Go home! I'm sorry, man. Go home!
Like,
you too good for your home?
So that was it? They just were looking for the chick
Still
who
looking
was
to find
watching?
you.
Okay.
Also, she probably wasn't looking at you. She was like, why is that dude making that weird face?
Yeah, and then... yeah,
I have a question for you about this post.
Okay.
So this is called Imagine Dragons Concert.
Okay.
Man for a woman.
Okay.
You sat a few seats down and your friends got you kicked out from partying too hard. My question is, how do you get kicked out from partying too hard at an Imagine Dragons concert?
This is very true.
Thunder! The thunder! Feel the thunder! Your friend's just like, I'm feeling it, man. Feel the thunder. Thunder! Feel the thunder.
There's always those drunks at any concert. Doesn't matter.
Feel the like, I was just thinking, like, what songs do they have? Like,
not to get that hyped for.
Like, what is it? The one from the Honda Civic commercial from like 5 years ago?
Oh my God.
Like, yeah, bro, I bought a Honda CRV just because of that song. Thunder, feel the thunder.
They got cranked to radioactive.
They did they're known for doing Blank Space cover of Taylor Swift's Blank Space. They do a cover of that song. I just want them to be you're partying too hard. This is my song though. This is my girl Taylor.
My God.
And that dude's just like, yeah, that's my girl. What's up? All right, I think we have 2 more.
Wait, that was it? They just saw them and kicked out? Okay.
Yo, girl, you sat a few seats away from me and you got kicked out from partying too hard at an Imagine Dragons concert.
They were the only ones that got kicked out, so...
I feel like in a couple of years, Imagine Dragons is going to be like the new Nickelback.
Don't do that. That's horrible.
Just
That's
like,
horrible to be in
like,
that.
Just like everybody's just like... Yeah, they were a thing at one point. Just like they keep pumping out. I mean, there's still going to be like people like buying their albums. They're still going to get platinum and stuff, and they're just going to be pumping it out. But realistically, I just don't see people are like... I saw them in concert one time, and I was just like... This?
They weren't good.
Just like this. While I was working the event, and then I was able to watch some of the show, and I just stood like in the because our office was like right near the stage area.
Oh, okay.
So we got to walk out and just be on the floor watching the band, and I was just like, all right. There's like a giant tree in the middle of the stage. There was like lights going on, and they were just like playing some of the most melodramatic music, and I was just like. Okay, this is it. Like, they played one song that I knew before I had to go back to work, and I was just like, all right, sure. Yeah, this is them. I just don't see how people... I mean, there was a woman blitzed out of her mind laying on the floor. So, I mean, maybe she partied too hard.
Just a little bit, but it takes all kinds.
This one's called No Capes Theater Bizarre. Man, woman for woman. We spanked the night away in the Fistorium and watched dirty cartoons in the cinema. Cinema, S-I-N-E-M-A.
Okay, who says cinema unless you're foreign?
What?
Okay, go ahead.
No, I think this is like a nudie theater.
For cartoons?
Do you remember the Departed?
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, they had like a spank. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that
I think
type of,
that's where they were.
Okay.
Because they were in the Fistorium.
Fistorium.
That's what they said. We spanked the night away in the Fistorium and watched dirty cartoons in the cinema. We should have gotten your number to keep in touch. You're fun. We're fun. Let's be friends. Like, who doesn't want to be friends with them? They sound fun, right?
Wow.
Am I right? We met in the Fistorium. Like, what if you're at a party and just like, oh, we're longtime friends. We spanked the night away.
Oh my god.
All I can think about like is like a planetarium where it's just like laser light show, like like there's laser lights in the Fistorium, just like, oh, look at that one. That's Orion's belt.
Oh my god.
And it's coming off. Oh, he's using it on her.
My god.
All right. This is going to be the last one, and I might get ranty on this one.
Oh, Lord.
This is my missed connection, man for woman.
Okay.
Hearing that, I think this is my first time posting on Misconnection. Like, this is a long-time reader of the Misconnection section. Mm-hmm. And so he's now posting a misconnection.
Okay.
That's my interpretation when reading the headline. This is what he writes. Ordinary don't interest me. I generally don't like people. 80% of them are mindless sheeple. Politics, I find disgusting. I'm looking for a free soul that hasn't been bought. I'm looking for someone that questions things like the shape of this realm or gravity. I like dark humor and sarcasm at its best. I don't want you to tell me your neighbor bought a new boat. I simply don't care. I'm late 30s, good looking, in shape, infernal charm, and alpha personality. Let's talk and explore. Oh, and don't be obese.
I would love to see what this dude looks like.
Just in case if this is your first time listening in, on Misconnection, everybody who posts is in shape and good looking.
Exactly.
That's always the thing. That's always the thing. I have no trouble finding women out in the field, but I'm over here on Misconnection, going to right out to people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought this is the type of post I hate. I just wanted to throw this one out there just because I thought this dude is super ridiculous. Talking about his infernal charm and alpha personality and in shape and good looking person. Like, okay, cool man. Like, you're such a jerk and you're just thinking you're this tough stuff. But Misconnection is not there to just be like, hey, I'm looking for hot blonde in my general area. Want to come hang out? Like, that's not what Misconnection is for. Misconnection. That's why I was really upset when he titled this is my misconnection.
Well, I mean, what misconnection are you having with society itself?
Yeah, he's missing a connection to the brain and like being a human being. Like that connection is not plugged in. But that's all the post I got.
Man,
I thought
you had to end on that, man.
I just like that. I just was like, don't do this. I mean, we can reminisce about the girl who farted in Kroger.
So good.
I thought there was a lot of good ones in there. I was a little nervous about that one that I picked. I didn't think I picked all the great ones.
No, those are actually pretty good. So even the one-liners, I wish they would have said more than that.
Yeah, same thing. But I thought it came out really well.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it for this episode of Mr. Misconnections. You can join us next week where we'll have a cool new episode. We haven't recorded it yet, but it's pretty cool. If I do say so myself. Remember that from Jay-Z? Anyways, yeah. So we're gonna have a new profile picture up of us. I'm gonna be working on a new song, so it's not gonna be that great, but I want it to be different. And also we're looking out for people who posted into misconnections on Craigslist, and maybe got a response, or maybe you didn't. Tell us what you wrote. We're dying to hear it, and we'll put it up on the podcast. We'll read it out loud. Why not? Right? Am I right?
You're right. All
right, cool. So yeah, join us next week, because we're here every week. Reading misconnections. We did the whole thing about saying another location, and it just never works out.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's make it a surprise.
Surprise! We're in Detroit!
Of all places.
We're in the boroughs of hell!
Oh my god.
I saw you by the needle sticks.
Oh my
by the
god.
eternal river of sticks.
I saw you at that one abandoned house off 6th Street.
You look cute in that Jason mask. Why won't you take it off? You just stare at me in my window. Holding a butcher knife. Anyways, Halloween's over. It's now Christmas. Thanksgiving, actually. This is Thanksgiving episode. Happy Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown. Anyways, we never do endings well. So
No.
But this is it. This is Mr. and Miss Connections. Join us every week. Like us and rate us on iTunes. That puts us up in the rankings. We currently have no reviews as of now.
That's a good and bad thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're too mainstream. But yet we still want to be Maine. But anyways, that's it from us. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
See y'all next time. You hear? I said you hear.
You need to be put down.
I said you hear.